Shampoo and conditioner won't fix your hair. In fact, they're not even the reason for why your hair looks like this. The reason your hair is dry or frizzy is because of hair companies having used billions of dollars on advertisements that are making you believe that it's the shampoo or the hair conditioner that you're using that is causing these problems. I thought the exact same thing for years. I tried different shampoos, bought hydrating products and thought that maybe a conditioner would help, but nothing ever changed. My hair was still dry, messy, and impossible to control until I changed a few simple things. And that's when my hair finally starting to see some improvement. That's why your hair isn't struggling because it's not using the right products. It's simply because it doesn't know how to hold all the moisturizer that you're giving it. And that's why it always ends up looking dry no matter what you try to use in your hair. Once I understood this, everything started to change because your hair actually only needs three things: moisture, retention and protection, so the moisture doesn't leak out of your hair. And if you're missing just one of these three things, your hair will keep looking dry and frizzy no matter what products you use. So in this video I'm going to show you exactly why your hair isn't holding the moisture properly and the exact changes I made to fix it. So once I understood that frizzy hair is a moisture problem, I stopped focusing on the hair products and I started to focus on these exact things. First of all, I stopped using any kind of shampoo or conditioner, basically any type of product that hair companies makes that they claim should actually fix your hair in any sort of way, because usually it's just because they have used, as I said earlier, billions of dollars on advertising for making you believe that it's actually going to heal your hair, even though it's just fucked up chemicals that there is in the products that just smells a little bit good for a few hours and then all the effects are gone, plus all the damage that it has done to your hair. Therefore, I started doing my own experiment because clearly no companies can be fucking trusted anymore because they're just money maxing. And that's when I started to try out castor oil, like literally washing my hair with castor oil instead of using any type of shampoo, conditioner, any type of stuff like that. And it actually worked. And the reason for why this actually worked is because unlike shampoos, if you use castor oil, it actually helps with your oil production instead of damaging and removing your oil production, which is often why most people have such dry and frizzy hair, is because the shampoo kills your natural oil production. So obviously you don't have anything to moisturize your hair with. So obviously when you try to use like a heavy cream or anything like that to basically moisturize your hair, it simply just can't contain all the moisturizing. And that's when a pretty interesting question comes, because I get told this a lot, and that is, but won't your hair like stink? Because that's the effect of a shampoo and a conditioner, right? Like it cleans all the dirt in your hair. And I want to tell you something, like a little of an analogy that I want you to think about. So back in our primal ancestors' days, right? What do you think they did to basically wash their hair? Do you think they had any sort of fucked up shampoo with hundreds of chemicals inside of it and then they used that to rinse their hair? Or do you think that they saw a lake and they were like, oh fuck yes, let's go in and dip in the water, wash our hair, then let's see if we can find some nuts that have some oils in it, and then let's try to rub it in our hair? That's probably the second thing that they tried to do. This again goes back to, it's just the businesses that has been manipulating us to think that we actually need to use all these hair products that they're trying to sell with their advertisement, but it's simply just a way to money max instead of actually just doing the primal human ways, like we can, for example, eat cleaner, like basically health maxing. Because that's again what our ancestors would do. They would just know naturally that, okay, we just need simply some nutrients that our hair needs to simply just grow more healthier, right? So we know, for example, there's omega-3, there is biotin, basically vitamin B7, that all helps with our oil production. It helps us with having stronger hair so it doesn't rip apart, so it doesn't fall off. There's iron that we can take in to prevent more hair loss. We have vitamin C that helps us absorb all the iron, and then we can boost our collagen, which basically strengthens our hair. We have zinc that repairs our hair if it should be damaged, and we have healthy protein, for example from eggs, that helps us produce more keratin, which helps us basically grow out more hair and stronger hair. All these different benefits there's omega-3 that we can get from fish, and when we get that, we will have more shinier, we will have more thicker hair instead of having this dried out hair. All these different things we can get from natural food sources, but again, we have just been lied to. And on, for example, the shampoo products that will basically say more keratin production, but what makes this keratin production? Because normally it's something that you need to eat. It's not something that you can just get by rubbing something in your hair. So all these different things is so fucked up that we have been manipulated to believe that these are the solutions, instead of just eating healthy nutrient foods that provide us all the vitamins and the nutritions that we need to improve our hair's health. And that is exactly why that if we just had a balanced diet where all the nutrients that I just talked to you about was included, like with a natural food resource, so not processed, we wouldn't have the need for any hair products because we will get it all through the nutrients. Do you see how much of a scam this is? And that's exactly why that I'm using argan oil and castor oil to improve my hair's health, because again, it's a natural source. It's not fucked up with chemicals or anything. There's just one ingredient, it's just argan oil or it's just castor oil. And the reason why I'm using it is because I have a difficult time consuming more omega-3s because we don't get that much fish here in my home, so I don't get that much of it. That's why I use it a couple of times a week, so I can heal my hair with these nutritions. Another thing I changed was how often I let water touch my hair, because the thing is, the more frequently that we wash our hair, even if it's just water, and we let it dry, over enough time it would get completely dried out, because well, that's just how it works. That's why I started washing my hair on fewer days of the week, and then I just simply started to using more of the oils whenever I did shower. So let's say, for example, I have a very active week, right, where I play a lot of table tennis. That's what I usually do. I have been going to the gym, I have been working at my job. If I've been doing all these different things and I basically need a shower to not stink like a fucking retard, right? Like a subhuman, then obviously I will shower more often. Maybe I'll shower 5 times a week, and then my hair will get more drier, and that's when I use my castor oil and my argan oil, because then I can kinda, what can you say, vice versa the effect of it getting dry, right? So it will keep staying healthy and hydrated. Then I started taking a look at how I was drying my hair, because the thing is, that can also fucking affect like your hair. Basically everything can just affect your hair. But I'm just telling you the most like common things that I know people are doing. And this one is also very important. Like if you take your towel and you're going to basically dry out your hair, right? Often people will literally just rinse it apart, like, you know, very quickly. They will be like, oh, we just needed to become dry, right? It will damage our cuticles, which is basically just the outer part of our hair. And if that get damaged, it cannot keep in the moisturizer. And then again, our hair will start to dry out. So what I recommend is that whenever you're drying your hair out, don't use any air dryer or any shit like that. That's basically just suicide for your hair. So what you do is taking your towel, and then you simply just cramp your hair a little bit upwards, especially if you have curls. Like I guess you can do the same for like straight hair, but just until it's kind of like a little bit wet dry. I don't know what that's named, but you get what I mean, right? It's not completely wet, but it's not completely dry either, like the thing in between. And then what you simply just want to think about when cramping is cramping a little bit upwards, because that's what's the most healthy for your hair. And then there's one secret that I always implement after having used these oils that I want to tell you about, and that is wearing a beanie. Because a pretty funny story is that I went up to my hairdresser at some point and I was like, I was wondering, does a beanie actually help you with like protecting your hair, or like basically making it more healthy when I've used some kind of oil? Because I thought that if I had a beanie on, it will kind of keep all the oils inside and it will kind of like go better into the scalp and etc. And she said, yes, it actually does. So that's just a nice side bonus that I wanted to give you, that if you have a beanie, then after you have applied the oils to your hair and you have cramped it all over, then you can just wear a beanie for like a few hours or how long you ever want to do it, and that will basically help the oil go into your scalp and it will basically heal your hair off even faster. But if you actually want to take this a step further and not just fixing your hair, but overall just health maxing and fixing your appearance, I've put everything I know into a step-by-step program, and it's built to save you so much time and money, so you don't waste time on the internet searching for all the bullshit advice that there is out there. You can see how good of results some of my students has gotten, and it's just wow. Yeah, the method is just perfect, bro. And it will basically just help you avoid all the mistakes that I used to do in like the start when I started out this journey. So basically, if this sounds something that is interesting for you, then you can always go click the top link of the description. All the details are there. So these were all the tips that I knew on how to maximize your hair's health over the past year that I've basically experimented with this topic. And if you could do me just one favor, I would really appreciate it if you will go down and click subscribe to my channel, because I have a goal that before this summer ends, I want to reach 10k subscribers so I can help so many more people with improving their confidence. Because in these kind of, what could you say, looks maxing spaces where people are trying to improve their appearance, their looks, etc., there's such a dark space because of people like Clavicular, who's advertising for smashing teenagers' bones with a hammer. He's advertising them to take peptides, all these different things, which I just am so against, because it's just not a natural way to improve yourself, and it's just not healthy for your mind, always constantly thinking, how can I maximize this and this and that? Okay, my bone looks like this, but I need it to look like this. Like, that's not healthy. Like, we should only focus on the natural things that we can do. For example, I teach some facial muscles that you can train to improve your looks. That's a natural way that we can do, just like if we were going to the gym. But doing all these things like damaging your skull, which can give you brain damage, all these fucked up things, we should really turn over to the lighter side in this basically community, going to the health maxing side and improving our looks the natural way. So thank you for listening this far into the video. It means the world to me. In the next video, I will cover why being a vegetarian, basically not eating meat, will actually make you less attractive. So stay tuned for that video. And if you want to keep on learning, then go have a look at this video over here. Thank you so much for watching, and have an absolutely wonderful day, bro. Mwah!